There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name. What's going on right now? You're watching Casino Is the Name, and in this video I wanted to address a few comments about accountant salaries that I've been seeing, and thank you guys for responding with your comments, because they help me, I guess, figure out where the questions really are and what you guys really may want to know about. And so here's one comment, and I wanted to address this because I actually saw several questions like this or statements like this, and I just wanted to clear up some things. So this says, "What's up, Casino? Excited you are still talking about accounting still. I chose accounting because of several videos you did a few years ago." Let me see where the real question is. It says, "I'm 26, working at a small CPA firm in Alpharetta, doing corporate tax returns and company processing. However, I will never be anywhere near the salary averages you posted for government accountants." Okay. And he has something else as well, so I'll address that as well. But if you guys are not seeing these salaries, and I saw some other comments, this guy was saying that he's been in accounting for years and he's nowhere close to six figures. This person is 26 and working at a small CPA firm, and feels that they'll never see a six-figure salary close to 126,000 or 200,000 or anything like that. So first, I want to say you must go to places that value your skill set more, okay? There's plenty of opportunities, and of course, each job, I just want everybody to understand, each job is going to be based off of where you are, right? So the worst paying place that I've seen for accountants, say in the federal government, is like the Department of Veteran Affairs. On average, they pay accountants the least from what I've seen on the chart. And the SEC paid accountants the most from what I've seen based off of the information that's reported. So that's, you know, you have to understand where you are. You know, SEC needs people to audit, and they need accountants to check the records on companies that are monitored by the SEC. And so the average employee there makes over 200,000, but the average employee somewhere else may make 90,000 for an agency that doesn't necessarily feel that accounting is its primary focus, right? And so you have to go different places to get different levels of opportunity, right? So if you're working at a small CPA firm, you're limited by the size of that firm, more than likely. If you go to a larger firm, I'm sure there's probably going to be some larger salaries. It's not guaranteed, but I'm pretty sure you go to one of the big four firms and you work there for 10, 15, 20 years, you'd probably be well in the $200,000 to $400,000 or $500,000 range, based off of the information that I see reported. You know, make senior partner at a big four firm and tell me you're not going to see six figures. Just saying. You're working at a small firm, so I don't want anybody to like misinterpret where you are mattering just as much as the profession you're in. So, for instance, if you're in a small town, right, and you're at a small accounting firm in a small town, and they may have the four car dealerships that they do their bookkeeping for, and maybe one bank. Sorry about that. And maybe one bank that they may deal with, the local credit union or something like that. And they have basically those 5 accounts for their entire business. It's not a lot of work It's not a lot of work. And so more than likely, it's not a lot to, and if they have like 10 people on staff, I don't know, like the firm doesn't bring in a lot of money, so they can't pay a lot of money, right? But then you go to a Big Four accounting firm and they have all the major accounts. They have all the Walmarts. They have all of the Googles. They have all of the, basically all of the major companies who have a lot of money moving in and out. And so, they need to hire like 20,000 people or something like that, and they're short or something like that. And so there's a lot more money going through those companies, and so they can offer higher salaries than what a small CPA firm may be able to offer, because it's a small firm. You do not need to expect me to pay you as a small business what a Walmart executive would make. Like if I'm hiring my assistant if I'm hiring a CFO for my small business, I'm not going to be able to pay you what Google can pay their CFO. Google's CFO package was $70 million. And CFO, Chief Financial Officer, is another role that an accountant can be in. But the CFO of Google is being paid at, this is back in like 2013, I think. And she made the same amount as LeBron James. I believe her salary was $650,000, but then she had all these stock options that totaled to about $70 million or so. And so that is a huge difference in just understanding who you're working for. Because if you come work for me and I have a small business, and let's say my business makes $400,000 a year, there's no way that you're going to get $300,000 out of me, because I'm just not. I'm not at the bandwidth to pay you that. You might be making $40,000, $50,000 as my CFO. You understand? So it's going to depend on largely like where you are. And the second part of this statement, this comment was, it says, I'm curious, when you say government accountant, are you speaking specifically about working for the IRS? And so, no. So government accountant, so there's several levels of government. There's federal, there's state, and then there's local, right? So federal government, could be all 50 states and overseas. Like, let's say the Army is federal, right? But then the state has an Army National Guard that is controlled by the state. That is an army that is controlled by the governor, okay? So there's a federal government that's controlled by the president, and then things that are controlled by the governor fall under the state, and then things that are like fall under the local community would be like city and county. That would be like the mayor or the city council or things like that. That would be your local government. And so an accountant who works for the city, and if they work for the city, and the city is still government, so that would still be a government accountant. And if you work for the state, you could be an accountant working for the state. And an accountant working for the state is still a government accountant. An accountant working for any part of the federal government, whether or not it's IRS, the Army, whether or not it's DHS, Homeland Security, whether or not it's FEMA, whether or not it's remember, all of these different agencies have accountants. Okay, so every place that has an accountant and it is a part of the government system would make a person a government accountant. And I was a member of the AGA, which is the Association of Government Accountants, for a while. And we did meet the governor of Georgia. So he had to sign our charter. So yeah, that was pretty cool, going into the governor's chambers and doing that. But yeah, so I just want to come on here and do this video. And anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is a Name. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we out. I was always focused on the money. I started with nothing. I was born to be an entrepreneur. I'm a real estate investor. Had my own trucking authority. Multiple college degrees. Ex-military. I'm an author. Motivational speaker. Not to mention I'm an accountant. But with all the things that I've done, It was government contracts that truly made me rich. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the name.